What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. And guys, stop the show. There are several struggle YouTubers who are doing what I call struggle streaming. There are ladies, and get the farting sound, Dima. Their content is like these farting sounds in the back. They have hit the wall. Some of them have 3 and 4 kids, and they're talking about how they're looking for a man to level up and take care of these kids. Some of them look like Michael Jackson, but we will just leave it as it is. Okay? Farting sounds, please keep going. Now, this level up crew, many of these ladies who are over the age of 30 are just going to have a hard time getting this accomplished. Okay? Especially from the guys that they want money from. And the reason why I want to do that, I want to give a shout out to the Uncut Dating Truths YouTube channel, because there's a video that explains why ladies over 30 are going to have a hard time leveling up. Okay. And it's from a young white lady, but I want to play the video and we're going to see the problem that the level uppers have with being over 30. Play that clip.
Once a girl hits probably 30, I would say, most people see it as like not an attractive thing. And so it's also hard as a woman to keep up looking the way that you did when you were younger, because our bodies totally change. And it sucks. It's not fun. I feel like older women are very jealous of younger women and the way that they look, because they took it for granted back in that day. Women are super self-conscious. And so when you see somebody out and you're like, she's young, she's hot, my boyfriend, my husband is looking at her a certain way, you see that as a threat immediately. It's not a threat necessarily. That's just human instinct to look at somebody and be like, oh, they're attractive. The only women that ever compliment me are younger women who will say, hey, I really like your hair, or you have really great eyebrows, or your makeup's great, so on and so forth. With older women, it's like just this unspoken feeling of being threatened by me when I'm not trying to take your man.
Would you agree that the wall is a real thing?
Yes, absolutely. I'm even self-conscious about it. Like, I'm not in my early 20s anymore. And so it's like, man, I took for granted the way that I looked back then. Like, I was so self-critical, and that's just how women are, where we really should have appreciated the way we looked then. And I feel like it's the opposite with guys, where, you see guys in Hollywood, they age and they get the younger girls. It's like Leo with all his models.
So if you heard what she had to say, she talks about that women over 30 start to be very insecure because their body is changing. Okay. Now, if you're talking about a lot of people in America, we do have an unhealthy country. A lot of these women, especially in the community that we're from, are less likely to want to, work out, keep themselves together, exercise. All right. Now, that could even make them hit the wall faster or stop the show. Some people hit the wall in high school, but it can make them hit the wall faster, or, depending on how they take care of themselves, it could be a little bit longer wait. But the truth of the matter is that for men, they don't really hit the wall like that. For guys like us, we don't really have that problem. 30, 40. Look at Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is 51. Kevin Samuels talks about he has absolutely no problems getting women. Check out Tommy Sotomayor right now. Tommy is doing some crazy things on OnlyFans from what I've been told. No problem getting younger women in his mid 40s. So that's not our problem, okay? But it's the problem that a lot of women have. And the thing is, when they're 30 and over, they have a more, higher chance of having, children, more chance of having a lot less time to get things straightened out and things like that. So And they're also competing against an unstoppable force that, they're just not ready for. And that is the replacement of younger women. Now, when they were young, they were the younger women. But now they are not the younger women. The younger women are replacing them, okay? So when the younger women are replacing them and they notice it, then do you not think that the guys notice it? All right? So if you're a lady that is, 30, trying to level up, 35, 40, this is why they're telling those ladies to lie about having kids. Because they know if you come out and tell the truth about that, then you're just gonna have a hard time, because those younger women are coming on strong. And what do guys like about younger women? For the most part, they ask for less. So they look better, usually. Yes. Not all the time, but usually. And then what? They're asking for less. All right? Women over 30, 35, 40, something like that. What they're looking for at that particular time is a house, stability, things like that. Okay? But younger women are also feeling the heat, because the older women are seeing them as competition. This is the reason why, even on YouTube, when you see somebody like Danica Marie or Jessica X, now I've never seen what she looks like. I've just seen the avatar. But if the avatar is who she really is, then we can assume that she is younger. And so some of these get the bag, not hit the wall coaches, right? They would be intimidated by her because of being jealous, right? Because she would be, if that is her, then that person is more attractive, more younger, more youthful looking. And if guys had their choice, they're gonna go with the more youthful looking person. Why should a guy want to spend his money on a woman that has multiple children? That doesn't make any sense. I can just go with the woman that is like 20 or 21 that doesn't have any kids. And this is why these ladies are having such a hard time trying to level up. You can't level up when, it's almost like a person trying to get to the NBA draft at age 40. Sorry, bro, you're like 20 years too late at that point. And I believe this is the reason why, you see so much hatred, and especially when we talk about our community. We all know that that's a big issue between mothers and daughters. Mothers and daughters could be 16, 17 years apart in the black community, but there's always a problem because mom is jealous of the youthfulness of the daughter. And she's afraid that if she wants to bring a guy around, the guy's gonna be looking at her daughter instead of her. And that's the same thing. These ladies are still competing for the same resources, because the men that have the resources are few. Okay? Insofar as being compared to, the guys who are at the top of the mountain, in the black community, whatever. Those guys are few. So those guys have a whole bunch of options. So if you're, one of these ladies in these little get the bag streams, selling it up, then when you come across a lady that's 21, that's in the prime of her life, that, is looking very radiant and very beautiful, then what is the incentive of picking somebody that is 37, 36 in comparison to that? Because for a guy, if he wants to have kids, well, then if you're 36, then you technically, you're most likely somewhat out of that zone, right? And that's why you see that hatred towards, that's why I say like younger women don't. She says, I never get compliments from women my age. From older women. It's always from my age, because those women know that it's hard for them to compete against those ladies, which is true. Okay, it's true. That's why when you see those trips of those swirlers going to Italy, and you look at what those swirlers look like, you're like, are you being for real? But anyways, it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.